Hey, what's up guys? Radu here, back with another Yu-Gi-Oh video. 3 in a row today, so let's make this a good video, I say. So today we're doing dinosaurs. This is my $30 competitive dinosaur deck. Now, a lot of people have done this, but the problem is it's very outdated. No one has done it since the recent reprinting of all these. And most of these videos, the deck profiles, are from like 3 years ago. So I want to make an updated one. This one has all the cards from the structure deck in it. And I'd say it's actually good enough to take to regionals. Or not regionals, locals. Because this is actually like a really, really good deck. And I'll show you guys my non-competitive version, your True King Dragonic Diagram version, which that one is just broken. 2-card combo to go into VFD, and it's just completely broken. So, yeah, without further ado, let's get into the deck profile. Starting things off, 3 copies of Ultimate Conductor Tyranno. So most of the old decks only ran 2 Ultimate Conductor Tyranno, the structure deck decks. But the problem is, with terraforming limited to 1, it cuts out a bunch of the card placements. So you're gonna want to run triple Ultimate Conductor Tyranno, and I really like this card. It is the best boss monster in the deck. Your searcher for the deck, 3 copies of Soul Eating Oviraptor. Oviraptor is like actually really, really good, as well as being your searcher. If you normal summon, let's say Baby Ceratosaurus, you can use Oviraptor's effect to pop your Baby Ceratosaurus and then special summon back something from your graveyard, and then you can chain Baby Ceratosaurus's effect to get your monster from the deck out. So Soul Eating Oviraptor is really good. Next, your hand trap from the deck. Triple copies of Miscellaneousaurus. Miscellaneousaurus is by far the best hand trap you can ever play in this deck. It basically makes all your monsters immune to spell, trap, and monster effects. It just makes all cards, dinosaurs invulnerable. So this card, super broken. Plus, you can banish it from the graveyard and special summon monsters from your extra deck whose level is equal to the amount of monsters banished. So, like, what you can do is you can banish 4 dinosaur monsters from your graveyard, as well as this, and special summon out your, Tyranno Infinity, which I'll show you in a sec, and that is a broken combo with a 4,000 attack, at least 4,000 attack, Tyranno Infinity. So that card is amazing. Mandatory 3 of it, any dinosaur deck you play. Next is triple copies Baby Ceratosaurus. I would not be surprised if this card ever gets like semi-limited, because this card is really, really good. It basically gets your Oviraptor, your Miscellaneousaurus, basically any monster in this deck. It can get it out other than Ultimate Conductor Tyranno, but it is broken. So, you play 3 copies of this, plus you can, like I said earlier, you can chain it with your Soul Eating Oviraptor, and it is really good. 3 copies of Petite Pteranodon. This card, it's not as good as Baby Ceratosaurus, but other than the baby monsters, all monsters you play in this deck are level 4 or above. So I run triple copies of this, even though most people will only run 2 copies. I run triple copies because you can summon basically anything in your deck. And yeah, it is amazing. I would suggest, if you're ever doing a different build of this, to run at least 1 of the Dino Wrestler Pankertops. It's super cheap, and it's just a really good card that you can summon out with Petite Pteranodon. 2 copies of Megalo Smasher X. I'd play this card because of the Rescue Rabbit play, and because of the fact that it's just super high attack for a normal monster, 2,000. And yeah, most normal monsters, or level 4s at least, won't have that high of attack without any downside, so yeah. Next are the one-ofs. I'm playing one Tyranno Infinity. This card is really good in combination with Miscellaneousaurus because you can banish 4, summon this out, and this card gains 1,000 attack points for each of your banished dinosaur monsters, which is really, really good. So, one Tyranno Infinity, one Rescue Rabbit, because, yeah, the Megalo Smasher play can basically banish this, and then, you can normal summon this, banish it, and then summon out your 2 Miscellaneousaurus from the deck, and I definitely suggest running an extra deck in this because you're really easily able to get out your rank 4 monsters, and the rank 4 dinosaurs are really, really good. So that is it for the monsters. We will now move on to the spells. Triple copies of Twin Twister. Sorry, this one goes in my main deck, or my side deck. Sorry, I put set rotation in here for the Dragonic Diagram play, but yeah, triple copies of Twin Twister for this budget variant. 3 copies of Fossil Dig. Get access to your Oviraptor, your Miscellaneousaurus for your protection. You can literally get a card from your deck, basically. Any monster, at least. So 3 copies of that. 3 copies of Swords of Concealing Light. This isn't a very good card. It's okay. But, yeah, you want to play triple copies of this just because it can work with Ultimate Conductor Tyranno. And it is absolutely broken. Triple copies of Lost World. Lost World is amazing. Like, you need to play triple copies of this. Basically, what you do is you normal summon a dinosaur monster, then you get to have a token on your opponent's side of the field. Okay? So then what you can do is go into battle phase, attack the token on your opponent's side of the field, then use Lost World to prevent the token from being destroyed. So then what you can do is, once you've prevented the token from being destroyed, you can destroy a Baby Ceratosaurus or a Petite Pteranodon from your deck. And that is just a great play. And then the Petite Pteranodon or the Baby Ceratosaurus is going to easily rebound into any of your monsters. So that is great. I'd suggest, if you're going to do that, go for Oviraptor, because you get your search and you get your field destruction. So, it's really good. 1 copy of Terraforming, because you want to search these. Most people, most deck profiles you'll see will run 3 copies of this because they're from 3 years ago, before Terraforming was limited and before field spells became overly broken. So, 1 copy of that because it's limited. Sadness. And that is it for the spell cards. We will now move on to the traps. Yes, we do play traps in this. Triple copies of Quaking Mirror Force. Quaking Mirror Force is a really good card. This is actually really good. Like, it's way better than Swords of Concealing Light, and it works with Ultimate Conductor Tyranno. Yeah, and it saves effects, or it stops your opponent from activating effects, and it's all in all just really good. I love this card, and even in my budget version, or in my Dragonic Diagram version, I still play 2 or 3 copies of this. So I love that card personally. Then, 2 copies of Grand Horn of Heaven. This card is actually really good. It's basically like if it's basically like a Solemn card, except your opponent draws a card, which makes it a lot worse than the Solemn cards. But, like, you want to run 2 of these. You might want to run 3 too. Because this card is just a summon negate, and it's really good. So, if you can negate 1 summon, you might be able to keep your monster safe. So, yeah, get rid of that Jet Synchron. And finally, to finish off the deck, we play 2 copies of Survival's End. Survival's End, it's kind of just a push-in, because this is the best card out of the cards you have left. And Survival's End, it's actually not that bad. basically destroy as many normal monsters on the field as possible, and then special summon one level 4 lower dinosaur monster from your deck, up to the number of destroyed, but destroyed at the end phase. And then you can banish it from the graveyard, target one dinosaur monster you control, and one card your opponent controls, destroy them. So what you can actually do with this is you can, let's say you have 2 tokens on the on your opponent's side of the field, you activate this, then you can destroy, or you can special summon one baby Ceratosaurus from your deck, and then you banish this from your graveyard, and then you can pop your baby Ceratosaurus and one card on their field, and then you can summon your Oviraptor and go into your plays, which is really good. So that is it for the deck profile. Please like, subscribe, share, comment. Let me know what you thought of it. And, oh, sorry, I forgot to mention, put your Drac Egg tokens in. No one cares. It's just there. But yeah, like, subscribe, share, comment. Let me know what you thought of the deck profile. And I will try to get back with you guys on the non-budget variant of this deck. I don't have all the cards yet, especially the diagram. Diagrams are getting pretty pricey nowadays, but much better than when they were $100, right? So yeah, that's it. See you guys in the next Yu-Gi-Oh video. Peace.